Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Zilliqa is really going to turn a lot of people into millionaires. Yes, you heard me right. You are going to most likely turn into a millionaire if you do the right things. And in today's episode, I am going to be breaking down everything. I'm going to be looking at statistics because statistical data is the most important because people lie, numbers and data do not lie. Obviously, the whole entire cryptocurrency market is having a little bit of hurdles here and there, but it was expected. We were expecting, and we are expecting this correction to sort of continue. And obviously, getting to experience much more cheaper prices is obviously going to be the ultimate winning strategy because we are going to have more opportunities to accumulate a whole lot of good projects at extremely cheap prices. So please do not really get disappointed when we experience a little bit of a downturn because it is an opportunity in disguise, and we should just take advantage and just really thank God for all the blessings. So anyhow, just a quick technical analysis as far as Zilliqa is concerned. Of course, we are still waiting for the best buying opportunity. Eventually, Zilliqa is obviously going to drop down to 7/10 of a penny, and this is going to be my ultimate buying area. I'm going to be accumulating Zilliqa like a madman. Okay, so right now, we're having a little bit of buying power. If you take a look at the smaller time frames, but it's not really that substantial. We obviously experienced this amazing volume right over here, and unfortunately it didn't really take us anywhere. So perhaps we're having some consolidation, and I don't know, hopefully we might be able to like turn around and go to the upside, but eventually it's not really going to be that significant. And this is one of the reasons why I'm really urging a lot of people out there to just be a little bit patient, and hopefully you're going to be able to like have opportunities to get cheaper prices. However, or rather moreover, you might be able to practice dollar cost averaging, which is going to like smoothen and then just average out your buying areas. So obviously dollar cost averaging is a very good proven buying strategy over time, but it just depends on how your mentality is. If you are able to stomach like a very good dip to the bottom, and you're not really going to be complaining, then cool, you can start dollar cost averaging right over here. But I usually recommend buying, especially when we have extreme dips, especially as far as Bitcoin is concerned. So like, for example, when Bitcoin drops by 10 to 15%, right, that's when you can dollar cost average in outs, because that is obviously a much more better strategy because you are buying these altcoins at a better price in comparison to Bitcoin's action, because everything is directly correlated. Bitcoin is correlated with the stock market, and everything is a little bit shaky right now. So anyhow, I just wanted to warn people out there not to rush into doing anything. But if you guys can, stomach any dip correction, then fine, you can go ahead. By the way, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever you do, please do your own due diligence. With that said, now let's get into the juicy details. The juicy details. Okay, this is one of the reasons why I really believe, and I really know according to the statistics, that Zilliqa is really going to turn you into a millionaire. You are going to be rolling in six figures. Now let's take a look at the transactions. We are taking a look at the viewblog.io. This is a website that really aggregates all the different statistics with regards to Zilliqa's blockchain. Okay, so here we can have access to the addresses, the transactions, the block height, plus all that good stuff. So if you take a look at these statistics, right, you guys are able to confirm that obviously Zilliqa has had a total number of transactions which are equivalent to about 5.3 million transactions. So these have been the total number of transactions that the Zilliqa blockchain has processed and just basically solved. That is something that I really want you guys to remember and keep in your head, because this is important. So if you take a look at the daily transactions of Zilliqa for the past, 1 week, right? Obviously, we've been having a rough average of about 25,000 to 35 or even 40,000 daily transactions as far as Zilliqa is concerned. Okay, keep those numbers in mind. The daily transactions on average are roughly between 25,000 all the way to about 45,000 as far as Zilliqa is concerned. So please remember, and look at the market cap. The market cap is only about 186 million US dollars. The price is about 1 cent roughly, almost 2 cents. So remember those statistics. Now let's take a look at Ethereum, and this is a very important website because we are able to go in the past. Okay, if you really want to determine what's most likely about to happen in the future, having reference to the past is a very good way to go about doing things. So if you take a look at these past statistics as far as Ethereum is concerned, right, we are obviously looking at etherscan.io. I'm sure you guys already know what etherscan.io is. It's just basically an equivalent of viewblog.io for Zilliqa, because it shows the statistics, the blockchain addresses, plus a whole lot of different statistical data as far as the internal blockchain is concerned. So if you take a look at this, right, we are obviously referencing back to about 14th April 2016. Okay, so that was 4 years ago. Now, if you take a look at the transactions that Ether had, the Ethereum blockchain, it only had about 3.3 million transactions. Those were the total transactions on the Ethereum entire blockchain's history. Now, if you take a look at the price of Ethereum at this particular moment, right, the price of Ethereum was about $8.35. Okay, so now let's take a look at the coin market cap data as well. This is also in comparison, or rather in tandem with April 14th 2016, and we are taking a look at the coinmarketcap.com. And if you take a look at the market cap of Ethereum at that particular time, right, when the total number of transactions was only 3.3 million US dollars, 3.3 million transactions, right? According to this data right over here, right? 3.3 million transactions. The market cap of Ethereum was over $500 million. Okay, take a look at these statistics. Right now, Zilliqa has got roughly 5.3 million transactions, and it is super undervalued in comparison to Ethereum. Okay, so if you take a look at all that data, what's really going to happen to the price of Zilliqa in the next coming 2 years? Don't you really think it's really going to surpass the market cap of Ethereum as of today? If, according to the statistics that we have, right, if Ethereum that time, by the way, you have to understand the type of market that was available at this particular, moment. In 2016, Ethereum was probably the only cryptocurrency, or rather the only blockchain that was able to process smart contracts, that was able to, do complex stuff. But according to the data that we have in 2020, on the 3rd of July 2020, right, there's a lot of competition in comparison to smart contract platforms. We've got Ethereum, we've got EOS, we've got Cardano, plus a whole lot. But if you take a look at the statistics that Zilliqa is portraying right now, with all the competition that we have in the entire blockchain environment, right, you guys can clearly understand that there's way much more competition in comparison to 2016. But look at the numbers that Zilliqa is able to have right now, and we are talking about blockchain statistics. Okay, we're not really talking about some other inflated stuff. These are actual, statistics that are being portrayed, or rather that are really showing what's really happening to the blockchain, to Zilliqa's blockchain. Okay, because it shows how active the blockchain is. It shows the number of smart contracts that are being deployed. It shows the number of people that are trading back and forth, and that is very monumental. Now, if you take a look at where Zilliqa is bound to go in comparison to where Ethereum is even coming from. I mean, if you just take a look at these statistics right now, right? Obviously, Zilliqa is way undervalued. It is way undervalued. Right now, Zilliqa is supposed to be having a market cap which is closer to $1 billion and it's only having about 186 million US dollars according to this coin market data right now. So even in today's comparison, right, if we had to like compare Zilliqa and Ethereum one-on-one, right, in comparison to 14th April 2016, Zilliqa is 4x undervalued. It's actually, I don't know, like it's way undervalued in comparison to Ethereum. Now, what's really going to happen in the next coming few years when people realize that indeed Zilliqa's blockchain is way superior, when people actually realize that Zilliqa's blockchain expands or rather scales linearly, and then the possibilities are obviously going to be endless because there isn't going to be like any hurdles as far as creating programs on the Zilliqa platform. What's really going to happen to the price of Zilliqa is obviously going to have an explosive trajectory. And if we take a look at the current market cap of Ethereum, right, just take a look at that. 25 billion freaking US dollars. If Zilliqa right now in 2020 is way better and way superior than Ethereum, and Ethereum has got a market cap of about 25 billion US dollars, what is really going to happen to your money when you invest in Zilliqa right now? I mean, when you find a very good, decent price entry, what's really going to happen? Can you imagine moving from about 186 million US dollars all the way to about 25 billion US dollars? How much money are you going to be able to make? It's all about patience. You know, if you're going to be able to withstand and survive like in the next coming 2 to 3 years, right, then obviously you are going to be so happy. You are going to be so blessed that you actually took the action. Okay, I'm not really trying to convince you to buy Zilliqa, because I'm just talking about this because I rarely get excited nowadays. I rarely get excited. So when you hear me talking about Zilliqa, I haven't been paid, I haven't been sponsored, none of that stuff. I'm just talking about the statistical data that I'm finding. Like the more I dive deep into this, the more excited I really get. And a lot of people have been suggesting other projects. A lot of you have been suggesting the DeFi shenanigans that we're having, because there's quite a lot of hype as far as decentralized finance is concerned. I do get it. I understand that you guys are really looking forward to having like other opportunities to replicate what really happened with Zilliqa, because Zilliqa had almost like a 300% price increment in the last 3 months. So obviously you want to reciprocate this type of action and obviously provide or rather produce the same results from other platforms. But you have to understand, I genuinely care, and to be honest with you, I have really been through a whole lot of phases when it comes to investing in cryptocurrencies. I also used to be one of those cryptocurrency YouTubers who would talk about every other cryptocurrency, and you know what I realized? Me talking about a bunch of undervalued cryptocurrencies is obviously going to tarnish my reputation, because the more undervalued, the more sketchy a project is, right, the higher probability it has to fail. And when that happens, you are the same people who are going to be blaming me, saying, okay, Muna, beyond 10x, you talked about such and such a project. What really happened to it? Why did it fail? You are a scammer. So this is one of the reasons why I always try to refrain from talking about every other project that is undervalued. Yes, you might be able to make money. You might be able to make a whole lot of money, but at the end of the day, you might also be able to lose quite a lot of money. Okay? You might be able to lose quite a lot of money as far as Zilliqa is also concerned, but I'm just looking at it as far as security is concerned, as far as decentralization is concerned, plus a whole lot more. So this is one of the reasons why I really just love talking about things that I'm really sure of, and I just don't want to put any information out there, because by the end of the day, I have been through this in the past, and I was also one of those cryptocurrency YouTubers who would talk about just anything that really pops up, and I would be like praising it. You know, I don't want to repeat and go through that same path, because I believe I'm a better trader. I believe I'm a better human being, and I just don't want to put any information out there, because I understand a lot of people might be sort of influenced by me, and I honestly do not want anybody to lose money. Now let's get back to Compound, because I really want to make this important point for a lot of you who are flocking into the decentralized finance. Yes, Compound really did perform very well. A lot of people really ended up making money, but you have to understand, decentralized finance is a breeding ground for hackers to attack. You get what I'm saying? Because this project has got a lot of assets. It has got a lot of money which are stacked, and hackers right now, a lot of hackers are trying to crack the code and just get to steal this money. So just be careful out there. Just be careful. If you are investing in decentralized finance, first of all, let the security get tested. It happened to a lot of projects. For example, Ethereum was hacked. The mighty Ethereum was hacked. I'm sure you guys remember the DAO hack, and a lot of millions were really stolen. So what I'm waiting for right now is I'm waiting for that point where all these decentralized finance projects are going to be stressed and tested. I'm not really going to invest in any DeFi right now until it really gets hacked, because there's going to come a point where the hackers are really going to find all the flaws and they are going to take advantage. And then when that crash happens, when that hack happens, that's when I'm going to look into investing whatever decentralized finance project is going to be able to like withstand and just basically, protect itself from, being hacked and really just getting to solve all these flaws. So right now is super early to go into a lot of decentralized finance, because there's a lot of hackers out there rubbing their hands saying, well, look at all that money. Look at all these naive investors. Well, if we really get to hack this project, we are going to retire. Trust me, a lot of hackers are licking their thumbs right now. So just be careful out there. Do not really rush into these things, because it might just be dreadful for you. So all I'm saying is, fine, if you really want to like speculate out there and just put your money in jeopardy, right? You can do that. I'll be right here, baby. I'm just going to be waiting for these projects to get hacked. When they drop to close to zero, that's what I'm going to be buying. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to put that information out there. So getting back to Zilliqa and Ethereum, as far as history is concerned, you guys are obviously able to see that obviously we have quite a lot of potential as far as Zilliqa is concerned. So is Zilliqa going to go to 25 billion? Nobody really knows, but I really hope, according to all the data that we have been able to find, I'm sure you guys have got like a better understanding of its upward trajectory. Whether it's going to be 25 billion US dollars in terms of market valuation, well and good. We're all going to be millionaires. We're all going to be proud that we really invested in this particular project. So that's all I had for you today. Just comparing the transaction numbers and, the market valuation and all that good stuff. So hopefully from this, you are able to like have a very good understanding of where, Zilliqa might be able to go. So anyhow, it's been your boy, Muna, aka Beyond 10X. You already know what we do. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button, because I have quite a whole lot of powerful material for you. And we barely talk about the fundamentals. We look at statistics and data, because people lie, numbers do not. So please always look into statistics and just look at the analysis from a statistical data driven point. So obviously I'm going to be talking to you a little bit later. Drop all your questions and comments in the comment section below. Much love, stay profitable, be good.